Most people assume they know what to do in a medical situation until it actually happens. A sudden cut in the kitchen, a burn from a hot pan, or a child feeling sick late at night can quickly create uncertainty. In those moments, many people realize they don't have clear instructions for handling basic medical problems at home. This is exactly the gap that practical medical guides try to address. One example is the Home Doctor book, a guide designed to explain how people can respond to common health situations using simple knowledge and basic household resources. Rather than focusing on complex medical theory, the book is built around practical situations that might occur in everyday life. But what exactly does someone learn from reading it? In this video, we'll look inside the structure of the book and explore the types of topics it covers. The goal is to understand what kind of knowledge it provides and how that information might be useful for everyday preparedness. To start, it helps to understand why a guide like this exists. Most households are not trained to handle medical situations without professional assistance. Hospitals and clinics are designed to provide care, and in normal circumstances they are the right place to go, but life does not always happen during convenient hours, and professional help is not always immediately available. Minor injuries, common illnesses, and small accidents often happen at home. When they do, people usually rely on quick internet searches or scattered advice from different sources. The problem with this approach is that information online is often incomplete or poorly organized. It may explain symptoms but not the steps needed to manage them safely. A structured guide attempts to solve this problem by organizing information into clear sections. In the Home Doctor, the material is arranged around practical health situations rather than abstract medical topics. For example, the book includes sections that explain how to respond to cuts, burns, dehydration, and other everyday injuries. These are situations that most people will encounter at some point, even if they are relatively minor. One of the first lessons readers encounter in the book is how to evaluate a situation calmly. When an injury occurs, the initial reaction is often stress or confusion. The book focuses on helping readers understand what signs to look for and how to assess whether the situation is mild, moderate, or serious. This type of awareness can make a significant difference. For example, a small cut might only require proper cleaning and protection. But if a wound is deeper, continues bleeding, or shows signs of infection, it may require professional medical attention. Understanding these differences helps people respond more responsibly. Another important area the book covers is wound care. Minor wounds are extremely common, but improper care can sometimes lead to complications. The book explains basic steps such as cleaning the area, controlling bleeding, and protecting the skin while it heals. These are simple procedures, but they are not always explained clearly in everyday situations. Another topic readers often find useful is hydration and illness management. During hot weather, illness, or physical stress, dehydration can develop faster than many people expect. Recognizing early signs such as fatigue, dizziness, or dry mouth can help people respond before the situation becomes more serious. The book also discusses common symptoms that appear during everyday illnesses. Headaches, stomach discomfort, mild infections, and other routine health issues are explained in terms of possible causes and practical responses. Again, the goal is not to diagnose conditions, but to help readers understand what symptoms might indicate and when it is appropriate to seek professional care. In addition to responding to problems, the book also encourages preventive thinking. Many health situations can be made easier by preparing in advance. For example, keeping a basic first aid kit at home allows people to respond quickly when small injuries occur. The book explains which basic supplies can be useful and how they are typically used. This kind of preparation is often overlooked until an emergency actually happens. Another area the book touches on is environmental health risks. Natural disasters, power outages, or extreme weather conditions can create unexpected health challenges. Situations like heat exhaustion, dehydration, or contaminated water can occur when normal infrastructure is disrupted. The guide discusses simple strategies for recognizing and managing some of these conditions. This type of knowledge is particularly useful for people interested in emergency preparedness. However, one of the most important lessons readers should understand is the limitation of any book. Written guides can explain principles and provide structured knowledge, but they cannot replace professional medical training. Serious injuries, severe infections, or ongoing symptoms require proper evaluation by qualified healthcare professionals. In that sense, the value of a guide like the Home Doctor lies in education and awareness. It helps readers understand common health situations and gives them a framework for thinking through problems more calmly. Another benefit of structured guides is that they bring related information together in one place. instead of searching through dozens of online articles. Readers can reference a single resource organized by topic. For many people, this makes it easier to review information and build familiarity with basic health concepts. The key insight from a book like this is not a single technique or remedy. The real lesson is learning how to think about everyday health situations more clearly. When people understand basic symptoms, early warning signs, and simple response steps, they tend to feel more confident and less overwhelmed when something unexpected happens. Preparation does not require advanced medical training. Often, it begins with simple awareness and a willingness to learn. A household that understands basic first aid, hydration, wound care, and symptom recognition is better prepared to respond calmly when small problems arise. In that sense, guides like the Home Doctor function as educational references rather than step-by-step emergency manuals. They introduce readers to practical knowledge that can support everyday safety and preparedness. If you found this explanation helpful, consider subscribing to the channel. The goal here is to explore practical health resources and explain them in a clear and balanced way so the information is easier to understand and apply. And if you want to explore the book yourself, you can also check the link in the description. It leads to the official page where you can review the full details and see what topics the guide covers.